Thanks once again for dropping by the channel. If you like the content, if you're new to the channel, please hit subscribe, share the video if you enjoyed it, if you felt it was useful. Now let's get into this. So yesterday I done a video on Amir Khan. He was saying words to the effect of the gloves Canelo Alvarez wore, which were Everlast MX fight gloves, played a role in him being stopped, brutally knocked out I should say, 4 years ago, saying that, he felt the gloves were, too, full of horsehair, there was no padding in them, this, that and the other. Completely ridiculous at the end of the day. As I said in that video, Canelo could have worn 18-ounce winning gloves, would have still knocked Amir Khan out with that shot, so it makes no difference. But in that video, I was given my 2 cents on, the kind of glove situation, stuff like that, and I said that, I don't recommend using Everlast MX gloves, at least for training anyway. I wouldn't recommend using them. And I have a pair of Everlast MX training gloves, and I also said that my kind of glove of choice would be Fly. Now this Fly glove that I have here, which is always in all my videos, I don't use this as much as I used to, purely because I got a second pair of them. This is kind of more for show. I will still use them from time to time, but that's more for show. So I'm going to review Everlast MX training gloves. I'm going to review the Fly X's. Okay, the Fly X's, which are these here, as you can see. They're a good glove. They're a very good glove. These are mainly for training. No, they're 100% just foam padding, soft foam. The foam is soft, but they're a very good glove. All right. The reason I'm going to be reviewing the X as opposed to the standard Flies is because several reasons, but price be the main reason. The standard Flies, which are the high quality leather, so the leather on those would be a lot better leather than on this. You're talking, well, they were 450. I cost them 450. These I got on a Black Friday sale. I think I paid, postage including, about 150. So night and day. We're going to start with the Everlast though first. So I'll show you. Now, these have elasticated laces on them. They don't come with elasticated laces. When I got these, so I got these well over a year ago, I put these on, because it just makes it easier to get your hand in. Well, not really these, because these actually make it harder, but it makes it easier just to get your hand. You don't have to open them basically, but you just need help getting them on. So I'll kind of bring it to the camera, if you can see it there. So like Everlast MX has the Everlast logo there, the MX logo, the Mexican logo. Yeah, this is the Everlast glove in a nutshell. I'm going to attempt to put it on, because it's not, you do kind of need help, but it's on there. Now, things about this glove that are good. Definitely has a lot of wrist support. One complaint I actually have about the Flies is you need to tape the wrist up in them, because your wrist, and it's a complaint that I've heard other people say, that the wrist can hurt a bit, and some people might say, well, you're not throwing the punches properly. You're throwing the punches just fine. It just doesn't give the wrist enough support. These Everlasts, you can see how just thick the foam is around the wrist. I think that's where a lot of the foam goes. In terms of how your hand feels in it, yes, it's comfy to an extent, but as you can see right there, like that, you're trying to open your, and this is much improved since when I first got it. When I first got this, you could not open your palm in it at all, and even now you can't really open it that much. Like, I don't know if you can see there, but you can't really open it that much. The foam in this glove is extremely dense. Now, this is a training glove. The glove that people, or the Wilder fans I should say, were accusing Fury of using, that was, he had his hand a certain way, this, that and the other. That was a fight glove. Now the fight glove is made of horsehair, and you'd see the horsehair straight away in a fight glove, because a horsehair glove can look a bit all over the place. I would say go and watch Alexander Povetkin versus Michael Hunter. You'd see he had Everlast MX gloves, the fight gloves, they were horsehair gloves. The glove was all over the shop after 2 rounds. It looked real weird. That's how a fight glove with horsehair can look. A foam glove will keep its shape a lot better. Now this glove here, I don't know if you're going to be able to see this, but I've barely sparred in this glove. Barely since I got it. Within 2 months of getting the glove, the kind of foaming, I don't know if you can see it even there, but the foam, or I shouldn't say the foam, the kind of red logo, it already started to chip. So it's already starting to wear away. Now, I've barely used this glove in the last 6 months, but yeah, already starting to kind of chip away the red on it anyway. And Everlast are known for that. The power locks, which would be the glove which is the most hand friendly. Deontay Wilder uses them. They're known for having very short shelf lives. you know, the foam wears away extremely quickly in a power lock. Now the pricing between a power lock and an MX, 200 quid. I think a power lock is about 100, give or take. So the foam in that is a lot more reliable. It's a hell of a lot thicker. It's a hell of a lot denser. Like, if you're getting hit with this, you're going to do your sparring partner some serious damage. Seriously, there has no give. The foam in this is extremely, compared to this, like, you can feel it straight away. Like, I'm pushing my finger down in this fly and the foam is just seeping down. With this, yeah, it seeps down, but you can feel it's got a lot more give. It's a lot more resistant, the foam in this. So if you're hitting your sparring partner with one of them, he's going to feel it. That's when you're going to start to see noses getting bloodied and stuff like that. Now, in terms of my hands, your hand feels locked in the glove. Like, you can barely move your hand in that glove. It feels almost like it's locked in. And one complaint I've had is my knuckles. Within even just hitting the bag for a couple of rounds, my knuckles have been absolutely killing me. Like, they felt tight, they felt sore. I've ended up having to, you know, take those gloves off after a couple of rounds and put a pair of flies on, just because my knuckles were that sore. And I thought maybe it's just me, maybe my knuckles are just a little bit more, you know, brittle than some other people. I've never broke my hand or had major hand trouble or anything like that, but I've given a lend of those gloves to a few guys in the gym. They've said the exact same thing, that they felt their knuckles really start to hurt them, and they're not punching incorrect, they're punching properly. You know, they're just hitting the bag as normal, and straight away they're saying our hands are hurting. So Everlast MX as a fight glove, I haven't used the fight gloves yet, but as a fight glove, you know, maybe they'd be good to use if you want to do a bit of damage to the guy you're fighting. But it's a trade-off. You're going to hurt your hand as well. Now we move on to the flies. Love these gloves. Absolutely, you know, love these gloves. Fantastic glove. Just everything about them. As you can see, hand slides in a lot easier, obviously, because there's no like lace around it that is, you know, tied up. But hand slides in a lot easier. Open your hand. Like, my hand is completely open right now, no problem. Ever since I got these, I've been able to open my hand fine in them. With those, they've got better since I've broke them in, but even still, open your hand in a pair of those is tricky. But open your hand in these is fine. The foam is definitely softer. You know, it goes without saying. You know, as soon as you put your hand on it, foam in these is a lot softer. Although the wrist looks like it's well supported, you know, you could say it's well supported, it's not, doesn't give me quite the same feel as the Everlast MX does. So the wrist is, I don't know why, but it's the complaint that I've heard other people have with flies, that the wrist maybe doesn't get the right amount of support, so you need to tape it up a bit. That's just complaints I've had from people. Now we're going in there, we're sparring, we're doing stuff like that, we're hitting elbows, we're hitting, you know, this, that and the other. So maybe if you're just someone who's doing standard pad work or bag work, maybe it's a bit different. Maybe you won't have, you know, as many issues. But I've had these gloves since the start of December, and, you know, I have sparred rounds upon rounds in the gym. I've hit elbows, I've hit, you know, bodies, I've hit heads, I've hit noses. Never hurt my hand in them, you know. And, you know, when you hit an elbow, it doesn't tickle, you know, you feel it. But I've never, you know, hit it and thought, oh shit, you know, my hand is fucked. No, not in this. It's gonna hurt when you hit an elbow, definitely. As you can see there, I got the nice little G logo there. They look good. Thumb, perfect, sitting up. I got these in white. I just think they look so nice in white. People, I'll show you here. These are obviously Velcro. Leather, a lot better. They say it's the leather you get on a Rolls Royce seat. Leather, obviously, not as good, but that is minor. 450, 150, 10 times better glove. Seriously. I mean, that's not to say that the standard flies aren't good. They are, they definitely are. But these X's are fantastic. I mean, they are such a value for money glove. The colour scheme is a bit limited. Like with the standard flies, you can set it whatever colour you want. You can get it done in metallic colours. You can get this, that and the other. With the X's, they only do them like in, I think, blue, black, red, white. I think they might do them in one more colour as well. You can obviously get, you know, a logo. I got the G. With that, you can get like, you know, G-Man. You can get your name, whatever you want. With the X's, you're only allowed 3. You know, you're only allowed 3 letters. Minor nitpicks, really. Minor nitpicks. Fantastic glove, great support to everywhere. You know, as I said, the wrist could give a little bit more, but they don't wear out, these gloves. You know, I've been using that one. I used the shit out of that one. That's not worn out. The reason I don't use it as much is just because I prefer the lace-ups as opposed to Velcro. So I just like the lace-ups, and I like these better anyway. Flies are great glove. Flies are comfy. They're good for you. See, a lot of people are like, oh, I like, you know, a glove that feels comfy, but, you know, I want a puncher's glove. There's no such thing. There's no such thing. You could call an Everlast MX a puncher's glove, but it's a trade-off. I mean, you're going to hit harder in that, you know, a little bit. You're going to do more damage to your sparring partner, your opponent than them, yeah. But you're going to wreck your hand. You know, you're going to hurt your hand in those gloves. I'm telling you now, if you hit an elbow in them, it's going to hurt. It's going to hurt. It's going to hurt a lot more than if you hit it in this. Yes, these gloves are softer, but there's not a crazy amount of foam in them. You know, it's not like you're wearing pillows on your hand. You're definitely not. Great glove. Good protection to your knuckles in your hand. Like I said, wrist could be a bit better. Gloves don't wear out. You know, the foam's not wearing out. The MX foam doesn't wear out. Hasn't worn out, I should say, that quickly. But the kind of leathering on it is starting to go away. That was going away after 2 months. Literally, that was 2 months of hitting the bag, not even sparring. So the leathering is starting to go away on them. Was one of the reasons why I don't use it. That's for the left hand. The one I have for my right hand, the thumb was gone after a couple of months in it. Now, it's not a massive issue having a thumb that's not, the leather is kind of all fucked up on the inside. But those are just a couple of nitpicks on the MX, you know, and it's noted with Everlast, maybe the quality of the build is not great. As I said, the power locks, the foam just goes tits up on them after, you know, a couple of months. Like I said, flies, built to last. They feel very good. They're very comfy. I have a fly grind guard, which I don't have with me here, but I'll show you a picture on screen. And I have a couple of boxes of flies lined up in my bedroom of gloves that I've used and stuff that I've bought. Because Fly sends you a box and they send you a bag. And, you know, Fly have never once paid me to say anything good about their gear. They've never even reached out to me or anything like that. I'm not sponsored by Fly, but I just rate them so highly. They're just a great company. They're good to work with. I want to get a headguard next off Fly because I actually use mainly Fly and Everlast, because my boots, which you'll see there, Everlast. My headguard, which is actually in the gym, it's in the locker room in the gym, that's an Everlast headguard. It's got a face protector. It's good. It's very good headguard. But I want to test the Fly headguards out as well. And quick one, if you're ever sparring, I would always recommend, if you're just starting out, get one with a face protector. This is just people who are starting out sparring. Get a face protector because it will keep the nose safe. But if you're actually, you know, getting ready to fight, get one that doesn't have a face protector. Get one that has the cheek protector, not the face protector, because the minute you take a shot in the nose, it's going to start pissing blood, because the face protector will actually keep the nose from getting hit most of the time. It's going to start pissing blood, and your eyes are going to start watering the minute you get hit with a decent shot. You know, that's going to happen. So if you're ever thinking of, you know, going and competing, get one that has the cheek protectors but not the full face protector. It'll just benefit you more in that ring, because the minute you get that first shot and you're wearing your head guard, which is exposing your whole face, your eyes are going to start watering and your nose is going to start pissing like a tap. That's just going to happen. So those are my review of the two gloves. If I had to say which one was the best, goes without saying, Fly much better. Everlast, good company. You know, prefer these gloves to Rival. You know, I do prefer them to Rival. Prefer them to most other gloves. Prefer them to Winning. Prefer them to Reyes. Don't like Reyes at all. I think the gloves are terrible. But a lot of nitpicks. You know, build quality not great. You know, comfort is okay. It's not amazing. And yeah, I know this is a training glove. It's not a fight glove. But people were saying that Fury had his like hand, you know, way down there. Yeah. Ain't gonna happen. Ain't bullshit. Ain't gonna happen. Ain't gonna benefit you anyway. Ain't gonna benefit you anyway. So, no way. Those are my thoughts on this. Let me know yours down below. Have you tried either of them? If you have, let me know your thoughts. And yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. And I will talk. So before I go, I just want to say thank you for dropping by the channel. I really do appreciate it. I mean, all the support, all the things that have happened on this channel over the last year have been incredible. If you're new to the channel, as you'll see on screen there's a couple of like older videos that I have. Some of them aren't really relevant now, to be fair, but some of them are, like my Fighters with a Problem series, stuff like that. If you like any of this, please subscribe, like the video you just watched, share it, do it, all you gotta do. Let's try and keep this channel going, because I love doing this and I love interacting with the fans, and I love hopefully the fans love watching my videos. So thank you for dropping by. I've been G-Man. I will talk to you.